All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host for today, Josh. This is a little last minute watch along decision, so hopefully you guys are excited. We're doing it, as you could probably tell from the thumbnail, because Alphonso Davies is back, and if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what does. It's also a little Champions League action. So again, last minute watch along. We'll see how it's going. But hopefully, nonetheless, we'll be able to sit back, enjoy a nice little match here, and be able to talk with you guys in the chat. So let me know how you guys are doing today. Give me your thoughts, your predictions, all that fun stuff. And yeah, we'll just hopefully enjoy it. It should be a decent little matchup. Villarreal versus Bayern. And hopefully we'll be able to see a lot of the friendly faces in the chat and talk with you guys. But yeah, let's go. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Be sure to drop a like, and we'll go right into it. As it's gonna be. I haven't done a watch along in club football in a little bit, so hopefully the Champions League will be a decent little one. But get your guys' score predictions in. Do you think Bayern will walk away with this one, or do you think Villarreal has a shot? I think Villarreal is an interesting team, given the fact that they have a team and they have a squad that can really do something in terms of putting together some performances in the Champions League. They saw they did it in the Europa League, and they've proven it once again here. We got Luke Price tuning into the chat and says, let's go. Well, Luke, let me know who you are going to be cheering for today. We got a prediction coming in for 3-1 for Bayern. Sky says, expect a goal from Alphonso Davies. Yeah, truly incredible stuff. The fact that this guy has gone through everything he is and has now been able to come back and start in a match like this is truly incredible. Hopefully he looks good out there. I know a lot of Canadians out there will be excited to see him back. But Riley's tuning back in on the channel. Says, hey Josh, I'm back for the first time in a while. Riley, how you doing, my man? It's amazing how much the channel has grown. Good for you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys who might be tuning in might not have heard the news if you guys didn't see our announcement channel video, but got a job working over at One Soccer, so we're doing a lot of Canadian men's national team content and all that fun stuff while still trying to do content on JJD TV, and figured, well, it could be a nice little opportunity today to do a watch along. So hopefully we'll see a lot of familiar faces as well, and hopefully you guys are doing well. Just simple as that. But we need some predictions, guys. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the chat. As we got Angie, who's tuning back in as well, says, hi, Josh. I think you're confused. You like black and yellow, not red. Yeah. Dortmund has been struggling on that side of things, but we'll come back, I think, for the Classicer. We'll do a watch along. A lot of you guys have been wondering if a Dortmund watch along will return. So why not bring it in for the Classicer? So hopefully that's when we'll be able to do that. But with the new job, it's been tricky. So we had to rebrand the channel a little bit here. But Angie, it's good to see you again. And I'm assuming, Angie, you'd want to see Bayern win would be my prediction, just because I know that you like seeing the success of Bundesliga sides. So I assume, Angie, you'll be going for Bayern today. That is my guess. That is my guess for you. We have the starting 11s up here today. For Bayern, they're lining up in the 4-2-3-1. Neuer, Pavard, Upamecano, Hernandez, Alphonso Davies with Musiala, Kimmich, Gnabry, Coman, and Muller up front for the front attacking three, and of course, Robert Lewandowski. And as for Villarreal, they have a decent little squad in there as well. Gerard Moreno, definitely someone you want to keep an eye out for. Giovanni Lo Celso. Danjuma is going to be dangerous nonetheless. What do you think of Danjuma as a winger? I think he's very good, man. I think making that jump from Bournemouth over to La Liga, thriving the way he did, is pretty impressive. I think that he'll be one of the more dangerous players in that front three for Villarreal. But kickoff is underway, guys. So the last minute watch along will be underway here. So hopefully you guys are all doing well. If you could be so kind and drop a like, get your guys' predictions in before this one really gets going. We'll see if we've got the live ticker up here for you guys, and it looks like we do. So hopefully that will look decent. There you go. The live ticker there. Perfect. All right. It looks okay. It looks okay. The Canadian national team doesn't play that often. Josh, you can still do BBB watch longs. I just can't. I can't with the new job. Just a little too busy. But like I said, I will try to come back for you guys for the Classicer and give a nice little watch there. That'll always be a fun one. It's a nice little ball there, but we'll see. We'll see. Wish the World Cup was this summer. So excited. Yeah, the World Cup is gonna be fun. The World Cup is gonna be fun. Let me know if any of your guys' countries have made it to the World Cup. Mine, as you guys know, have. I know Angie's has. Well, technically, both of ours has. If you want to count the Germans as well as the Americans. Just gonna move that over a little bit. That looks clean. That looks nice. There we go. But we're underway. Little last minute watch alongs here. But I appreciate the kind words earlier from Riley. It's been a little wild, man. It's been a little wild the last little bit. So hopefully we'll just be able to sit down and enjoy a game with you guys. Hopefully we'll get a good one, the first leg. And I'm pretty excited to see Alphonso Davies coming back. I mean, it's just been so long, man. He's been out for such a long time. I think the last time he's featured was in December. Just to see him back after having some heart issues, it's pretty cool to see. But Angie says yes, definitely wants to see Bayern wins. Let me know who you guys are cheering for in the chat, guys, as you guys start rolling in. Are you guys going to the World Cup in Qatar? Let me know if anyone in the chat is going to the World Cup in Qatar. I don't know if I will be. I don't know if I will be. I find it probably a little unlikely, but we shall see. Josh, what do you think of Cody Gakpo? I don't know how to pronounce his last name, my man. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it, probably not pronouncing it properly. Cody Gahupo. You're getting me. Gakupo. Cody Gakupo. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Is anyone familiar with the player? If I am, let me know, or if not, spell it out for me so make sure I can get it a little more proper next time around. But yeah, I mean, very talented player. No denying that. Having a really good season as well. And I'm expecting him to do some damage in the upcoming... Well, I don't know. For Netherlands, I think there's a good opportunity he might be able to make that squad. I won't ever go to Qatar unless it's for business. Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I didn't imagine I'd be going there. 2026 World Cup, though, definitely going to try to go. Yeah, I mean, in North America, for sure. I'll try to go to as many matches as I possibly can in Canada. I really hope I'll be able to go to a few. But I mean, that's a long ways away. So we will have to wait and see. But if you guys are tuning into the chat, be sure to drop a like, say hello. Let me know what you guys' thoughts and predictions are on this match, as well as the Madrid and Chelsea match. Let me know in the chat. Who do you guys think is going to win that one? Chelsea or Madrid? Because I think that one will be potentially a little bit closer than this one will be. But I shouldn't say, I don't know. I think that might be a little bit unfair, because Villarreal does have a really, really strong record when it comes to European competitions. I will go to the Euros in Germany. Mark, how you doing, my man? Hope you're doing well. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from today. Do we have any Canadians in the chat? I know we got a couple Americans. Drop your guys' flags in. Or yeah, let me know if we have any Villarreal fans. That's who I'm curious to see if we can pick up today. Anyone cheering on Villarreal? Beautiful yellow jerseys. We know that. Don't underestimate Villarreal. They are serial contenders in the Europa League. They are. They have something about them. I think they're gonna make it pretty difficult on Bayern. I think this match today will have a decent indication on how Villarreal can put up with them. I mean, going back to Germany is going to be a tricky test. However, if they're going to do any damage against Bayern, I have a feeling it's going to have to come from today. Tuning in from Washington State in the U.S. Riley, who are you cheering on today? Let me know. The Yellow Submarines or Big Bayern? And where's some Canadians in the chat, guys? There's got to be some. I know there's got to be some Canadians in there. First time you get to see Alphonso Davies play in a long, long time. So it should be pretty cool to see how he's doing today. Angie's tuning in from LA. Very nice, very nice. There's a couple of Canadians. There they roll in. French Canadian tuning into the chat. Kev is here, dropping the Canadian flag. Riley says both prefer Villarreal to win for the upset. Well, I guess it's safe to say that Dortmund will not win the league. No. Dortmund definitely will not win the league this season. It looked like Bayern were going to give them an opportunity a few times. But yeah, I don't know. It's just tricky to see. But Villarreal with a good little attack there. Oh! Okay. Danjuma pretty quickly gives Villarreal the lead. And we were saying earlier, if they want an opportunity, to run at Bayern, it's going to come in this match when they're at home. Damn. All right, what a start. 7 minutes in. Villarreal picks an important 1-0 lead. Looked like a bit of an interesting one there. It was good play down the wings. I think that was Moreno who picked it up. It was. And look at that little ball, clearly onside. Giovanni Lo Celso outside the foot. And I think Kimmich kept him on. I think this will be a good goal. It was a good strike and just a quick poacher's finish. Redirected that in the back of the net. Danjuma makes it 1-0 for Villarreal. Not the start you want. And I mean, remember, Bundesliga sides have done really poorly in the Champions League this season. Bayern is the lone soldier and did not get the start. Not Davies' dream return right there, but I mean, it's a long match. We'll have to see how they can bounce back from, but damn. But yeah, Riley says goal. Tuning in from Ontario at work, so no TV feed. Well, I will do my best, my man, to keep you up to date. It's 1-0 Villarreal. For about 9 minutes into the match right now as Davies goes for his first little jog down that left-hand side, but not too much in that. Very curious, though. Let's see how Nagelsmann's going to react there. Because Villarreal, again, we talked about them having such an incredible European presence, and a lot of that, in my opinion, comes down to Unai Emery. He can get this team performing when it matters, and right now, at home, when you want to give yourself a good position to go back to Germany in the second leg, this was the opportunity to do so. Germany will win this World Cup. I think Germany's got a decent chance. I think Argentina's going to be sneaky in there as well. I want Germany to win the World Cup. They have a chance. I agree that they do, and Villarreal had a good little opportunity there once again from Gerard Moreno. Imagine Germany and Argentina in the final. Let me know in the chat, guys. Who do you think is the World Cup favorite? Coming out with a couple prediction videos coming up, so I want to get a gauge on what some of you guys are feeling as well. So let me know in the comments who you guys think is a potential shout for a. It's a big body check there on Joshua Kimmich. Angie says we've got time. I was actually going with the tie today, and then the win in Munich. It's a really good start, man. It's a really good start. Curious to see how Bayern are going to be able to adapt to this. There's no denying the talent that they have spread it out on the pitch. I mean, Goretzka's not on, but they have Kimmich. I think they have Jamal Musiala, who's hanging back a little deep. They got Davies back in, obviously, and then that front four can be dangerous. But they've been vulnerable this season, and it was a little bit on display there. But they do have a ton of time. And if you guys are just joining us in the chat, though, be sure to drop a like. Always appreciate it. We're sitting at 15, so I think we can bump that number up. And let me know what you guys are thinking. If you didn't get your score predictions in, I don't know if it's fair to do it now that it's 1-0, but you guys are welcome to see if you want to let me know if you think Bayern are able to turn this thing around. But we asked a question earlier, who you guys think is the favorites for the World Cup? We got a couple Germany's coming in, Brazil. A lot of people are saying France. I don't know. I don't know what it is about me. I'm just not seeing France as one of the favorites. I don't know what it is, but Davies is on it once again. Taken care of there. Brazil is the favorite. Brazil for the favorites, you think? It's coming home. Some of you guys saying England are going to be the favorites through the World Cup. We'll see. Davies under a little bit of pressure there. He does well. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think France is one of the favorites as well. Angie, I'm with you. I don't know what it is. I just don't see them. I don't see them going out in the group stage with the curse, but I really don't see them going on to win it. I could see maybe like a quarter to semi appearance, but I don't know. What do I know? And yeah, if you guys are keeping an eye on the Madrid and Chelsea game, keep us up to date as well. Riley says that Vinny Jr. hit the post in the Chelsea match. That's an interesting one. I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm going to say Madrid's going to make it out of that tie. It's coming home to Berlin. Germany has arguably the best midfield in the World Cup. I could see that. Kimmich, Goretzka, and then, pick your front three. You have so many options. Sane, Gnabry, Müller. You got Royce, you could slide in there. Havertz as well. Timo Werner, if you want to count him. I think Germany do have a decent shot. I don't know. I don't know who I'm leaning towards. Good little switch right there. Canada will top Group F. Is that the wild prediction of that we're gonna say? Yeah, I don't know, man. Canada's in a tough group. Croatia, Belgium. It's tricky, man. It's tricky. I don't know. But why not? Why not believe? We've seen Costa Rica top a group of death before, so there's no reason to think Canada can't pull up something. But they are going up against the second and third place team at the last World Cup, so things can look a little scary. And if they win, odds are they'll probably play one of Spain or Germany. Hey Josh, our boy Fonzie is back. He is. Big. Drop some W's in the chat, guys, for Davies. Not only because he's my Canadian boy, but it is pretty incredible what he has done, man. To have that scare, it's incredibly uncomfortable when it has anything to do with an athlete's heart like that. And a lot of us were pretty worried, but I think getting back the way that he did, I thought it's an incredible little story. So it's really cool to see Davies finally back. So we want to show him a little bit of love, and hopefully it's going to take him a little bit of time to settle back in. But what a way to enter back into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. It's I don't know. It's pretty cool. Hopefully he's all good and set. It looks like he is, but not the best start for Bayern as they are trailing 1-0. And Villarreal got a set piece coming up here, where Danny Parejo is standing over it. Someone who is deadly on set pieces. Ecuador and Serbia will be underdogs. It's a good little ball, but Manuel Neuer has it. Sane will come on. Canada 7, Brazil 1. The confidence in the Canadians is there, and I respect it. I respect it. Both aging. Eder Militao just got a yellow and will miss the next match. All right. Into the chat now, guys. Let me know who do you think is going to get through this match and the next one. So just in the chat, put one of Bayern or Villarreal followed by one of Chelsea Madrid. I'm curious to see what you guys are thinking. I think this match is going to be tricky as they're already losing, but I do think Bayern is going to find a way onto the semis, and I do think that Madrid will get through Chelsea. Those are my two predictions to go on. So let me know what you guys are thinking. I don't know what it is about Chelsea. I just don't have confidence that they're going to be able to get through this Madrid side. And I'm not overly convinced that Madrid is a real contender this season either, but I just think that they're going to find a way to be able to get the job done. But yeah, it's a big loss for Madrid. Gonna have to put, maybe you'll have Alaba at center back, and then you're gonna have to find someone probably Fernandez for that right hand side. But we got Davies and Kimmich over it. As expected, it's Joshua Kimmich, but it's easily collected. The 7-1 is our job. That is true. That is true. Madrid are dependent on Benzema. It's hard to predict after their loss against Barca, but I back Chelsea. Fair. Benzema's, that's a good ball. But Jamal Musiala did really well. Yeah, the one interesting thing with Benzema, I mean, he almost plays like a 9/10. The amount he drops in, kind of similar to Kane, the amount he drops in to work in the build-up play is absolutely incredible. And then he finds a way to get himself in the box. Incredible finisher as well. He's truly the complete striker. And that's such an underrated part of his game because it's not an easy thing to do. My prediction is the same as yours. You guys are saying Bayern and Madrid as well. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Eder Militao made the stop because he's injured. Ooh. The 7-1 was our job, but now how about the 14-2 this time? Holding his stomach area, Eder Militao. Well, not the best match for him so far. Not really what you want to see. But I've been really impressed with Villarreal so far. 17 minutes into this match, they've absolutely been taking the game to Bayern. Scored a goal. Have been pretty compact as well. And that's just, when you can get a club playing that type of tournament style, they can really do some damage. And don't get yourselves wrong. If Villarreal find a way through this, this is a big upset. Bayern should go through. Just a hunch that Madrid moves on. Yeah, Bayern, I mean, they're losing 1-0 now, but again, there's a ton of time left in obviously these two legs. And I agree with you, man. I don't think that Madrid is heavy favorites. I don't think Chelsea are heavy favorites. I think they're relatively similar, but I have a hunch as well that they're just going to find a way through. I'm not convinced either one of them are going to do any damage, but we're almost 20 minutes in, guys. And if you were just joining us on the stream, as always, be sure to drop a like, say hello in the chat, and toss in your guys' flags. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. And again, if there's any Villarreal fans, let me know. I'm curious to see what your guys' thoughts are in this early start. Because I give them full credit, man. They took the match to Bayern, got the early goal, and now I'm expecting probably a bit of a switch in mentality as opposed to going for the second one. But here's a good little opportunity. But Pau Torres does very, very well. I just want Germany to trash England, even if they don't win the World Cup. Yeah. I think revenge will definitely be on the cards. I'm curious, too, of who's going to make that final spot. Dortmund should have to take tips from Villarreal for the Classicer. Yes, they absolutely should. That's a really good ball and defended quite well. But, dang, he took the ball from Fonzie. They are defending a little bit deeper, though, Villarreal. They're looking pretty good. Joshua, are you supporting Bayern, or do you want to see them get smashed? I'm supporting Bayern. Oh, that's a good ball. In this leg. There's something that's very interesting. I mean, one, my boy Davies is back, so that's always great to see. But two, similar to Angie, I like seeing Bundesliga sides do really well in Europe. And so far in the Champions League this season, Bundesliga sides have been quite poor. So, and just in terms of, the Bundesliga getting the respect it needs, we need to do well in European competitions. And the Europa League, the Bundesliga is looking pretty well. They got Leipzig in it. They got Frankfurt in it. Is there any more? Am I missing someone? Anyone fact check me? I thought there was 3. And then in the Champions League, we have 1. So if Bayern loses out in the Champions League right now in the quarters, there will obviously be no German teams remaining. I'm going to peek over to the just do a little peek over, guys, to the Europa League, because I can't remember off the top of my head. I think there is only 2 German teams. So there's still Frankfurt and Leipzig, who got the bye, obviously, with Moscow getting kicked out. But we got more of you guys joining in the chat, guys. So be sure to drop a like, say hello in the chat, and let me know where you guys are tuning in from, man. Drop your flags. Show your guys' country some pride. Looking forward to Forge at Tim Hortons Stadium on April 16th. Just got a little local here. No, I like it. I'll be working on some of the for One Soccer for the match days. So the first match I'll be able to cover for them is it's the Atletico game, and then it's going to be the Forge game. So that'll be pretty exciting. Yeah, it's good to see. Holland will leave this summer, no doubt, but Nkunku should replace him. Christopher Nkunku has been unbelievable for Leipzig. Absolutely unbelievable this season. I don't know where he's going to go. I can see Man City looking at him. It's a good ball to Lewandowski. Finding Alphonso Davies down the left-hand side. Oh, it's defended quite well. All right, looks like it's 1-0 over in the other game as well. I see a lot of you guys saying goal in the chat. Benzema header top corner. What a finish from Benzema. I didn't see the goal. Let me know how I mean, obviously it sounds like it was pretty well, but I didn't see it. I missed it. Usually I could switch over there, but let me just take a look, because I forgot who was home. So Madrid's on not that it matters, because as you guys know, away goals aren't there anymore, but damn. Madrid takes up a 1-0 lead. That's a big result. Not bad. Angie says that Frankfurt and Leipzig play tomorrow. That'll be an interesting one. I don't think Frankfurt will be the favorites to move on to the semis, but I do think that Leipzig got a big opportunity. Jay's here tuning in from St. Pete, Florida. Jay, how you doing, my man? Says Mia, say Mia. So obviously cheering on Bayern. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Villarreal's doing everything right so far. 23 minutes in to make this a little frustrating for Bayern, but you have to imagine some opportunities are going to have to come on soon for them. Hasn't been the best performance so far from Bayern. Angie says, I love Frankfurt to beat Barca. Oh, there's another goal. All right, I'm flipping over. You guys are saying, what a goal again. It looks like Madrid. I'm just tuning in. Damn, man. Let's take a look here. It's Modric to put it in. Oh, and it's Benzema once again. All right. Wow. All right, so it's 2-0 for Madrid over in the other match right now. Whew. That is a bit of a surprise. I mean, I was expecting Madrid to find a way through, but I didn't think that they would go to Stamford Bridge and put up a performance quite like this one this early on. But Mike says, what a header. Damn. Jay says, doing well. Thanks for the broadcast. Not a problem, my friend. Not a problem. It's been a pretty compact match so far. I was being a little skeptical about basically what Bayern was going to look like. I thought they were really going to take the game, even though that they're away. They're going to a tough Villarreal side. But Villarreal are playing their very compact. It kind of looks like a 4-4-2 right now. Ever since the goal, they just haven't really given Bayern a whole lot while being very aggressive on the counter. But that was good work there from Lucas Hernandez. And I believe that's going to be a foul. Hi from Thailand. Bayern, can they win today? I think they can, but like I was saying, so far, Villarreal has been doing everything right. They managed the first little wave coming on from Bayern. They got the goal that they needed, and now you have to imagine that they're probably going to sit back a little bit, take their opportunities when they can, because you watch a couple bodies, like right now, turned over, but Lucas Hernandez makes up some really good speed there. Can Pochettino become a Dortmund's next manager if Marco Rose gets sacked? No. So, in terms of Dortmund looking for another manager, they only hire German-speaking managers. So Pochettino won't be an option there. I'm not sure where Pochettino would potentially go. I still think Zinedine Zidane would be a perfect manager at PSG, balancing out the egos, going back to France. The only thing is that he's a Marseille guy, so I just didn't know if the rivalry would kind of get in the way of that. But we will have to see. But yeah, tuning in from Thailand. Very cool, my friend. Depends. Anyone got some money placed down on today's match? Anyone throw a few bucks on there? Announcer with the shot at Pulisic by saying no message on his shirt, just the goals. I like it, K-Man. I like it. I do not think Marco Rose will get sacked, no. I think he'll be there next season, and there will be a reconstruction. Because you want to see the Bundesliga be more competitive, man. Dortmund always seem like they're going to be around, and then they have the odd season where they push and they fall a little bit short, and then they just have seasons where they just absolutely fall apart, and that happens towards that like 70% of the season mark, and that's kind of what we saw. Bayern opened the door. This could have been a pretty competitive season, but it's just like Dortmund have the teams that compete in the wrong years. They have the teams that compete when Bayern are just unstoppable. Because I love the Bundesliga. It's my favorite league to watch. I think from top to bottom, there's just the style they play is just really, really appealing. It's what made me fall in love with it. I need to see a little bit more of a competitive season. And a lot of work needs to be done at Dortmund to be able to do that. Or maybe Lewandowski needs to leave. We'll have to see. But there's Lucas Hernandez pumping that one out. But damn, 2-0 in the other game. Angie says no way to Pochettino. Yeah, that's the thing about. I mean, a lot of German clubs like doing that, but they like hiring managers who can speak the language. So it'd be very unlikely to see Dortmund sign someone like Allegri or Pochettino, which is why I think Rosa is going to be the guy. That's a good ball. Gerard Moreno, that's a really good challenge. Benjamin Pavard coming back, making a really, really good challenge there. That was a good ball. Gerard Moreno looks pretty dangerous on the counter. But no, Lo Celso, that was a great, that ball was nice. Can Beckenbauer be the next manager of Dortmund? No. No, he will not. We got a corner kick coming up for Villarreal. Nice ball coming in. Defended well. And your deal with One Soccer, is there a term that you can't make? No, I could still make videos about Dortmund if I wanted to. I just with it being my new job and taking a much deeper look into the Canadian Premier League and just kind of growing my resume here, it was a decision that I wanted to do. So that's why you'll mostly see just stuff around the Canadian men's national team. But I will try to do classic or watch-alongs. I've always enjoyed doing them. So I will keep an eye on that. For you guys wanting Dortmund watch-alongs, those will be ones that I'll continue. But yeah, other than that, just super excited to get the job. And really looking forward to it. And hopefully can still do fun stuff with you guys over here on JJD TV as well. Tedesco at BVB. Well, he's done a really good job at Leipzig, an incredible job at Leipzig. And in my opinion, Tedesco didn't really fit the style of Leipzig. The way that the Red Bulls teams are built, basically seeing how Tedesco is a relatively, or at least was, a defense-minded manager to come in here and just kind of change his style, but keep some of the better defensive aspects of the game. It's been pretty cool to see. And Tedesco's done an incredible job. And I mean, right now in the Europa League, I think Leipzig is definitely one to watch out for. Yeah, Fabra. Here comes Alphonso Davies. Oh, it's got a little rusty. Davies got a little rusty there. Wasn't too sure what to do. And Capu did pretty well to get it for Villarreal, who then punt that back up to Moreno. But this is where Villarreal will be dangerous. Look at the bodies that they're putting forward. It's just a bit of a wrong pass there, and did well to get the foul. But 31 minutes in, and 1-0 Villarreal in a quarterfinal of a Champions League against Bayern. Not something that I think a lot of us were expecting, but got to give credit where credit's due. Playing and performing like a team who belongs in this area of the competition. They took down Juventus with, I think, relative ease in that second leg. And now they got another set-piece specialist coming up. Danny Parejo. Good little ball, but out for a goal kick. Paco Alcácer for Villarreal. Oh, Paco. Yeah, but we're at 29 likes, guys. If you guys are just tuning in the chat, be sure to drop a like. Let's see if we can get to 50 likes before halftime. I think that's a realistic goal here. But hopefully you guys are all doing well. Put in some yellow or put in some red in the chat. Let me know who you guys are cheering on for tonight. If there's any Villarreal fans in the chat, guys, let me know, because you guys have a really good opportunity to get a little excited here with this honestly pretty incredible first half I've seen. But Angie says that he thinks Goretzka should have started, and I agree with that. I think when you play in the 4-2-3-1 system under Nagelsmann, there's a certain balancing act that make Bayern what they are. Because I personally think this season, and it's the reason that the Bundesliga title kind of looked like it might have been up in the air, is because they're a little bit vulnerable at the back. And when Davies was out, they kind of played with that back four in terms of their all center backs. And it made life kind of difficult because they liked having Davies bombing up and down the pitch, knowing that Pavard could switch over to that back three. And they didn't really have that aspect. So a lot of the times just miscommunication was there and they looked vulnerable. But having those two CDMs in Goretzka and Kimmich really, in my opinion, balance that out. I don't think Jamal Musiala coming into that position is necessarily his strength. I think if you're going to see him, you're going to want to see him play in the hole in a 4-2-3-1. Makes it just, a little bit unorthodox for him, as really well done there from Gnabry, but defended once again. And here comes Upamecano and did well. But yeah, Angie, I agree. I think the ideal system would have been very similar. I would have started Leroy Sané. I think he's on very good form. I think he's a little unfortunate not to be in. I probably would have started him and Coman, and then would have had Goretzka and Kimmich as the two CDMs. But I'm curious to see how long Davies is going to play. Obviously, this is his first match back. He's looked a little rusty so far, but I mean, he's coming back into a quarterfinal of a Champions League. So I bet you, I don't know, it's hard to say. I bet you he lasts between 60 and 70. I'm surprised Davies started and didn't just come on as a sub. I'm not playing for 3 months and then jumping into a Champions League is a big ask. I agree. I'm a little surprised too, but it shows to the character of Davies and having to go through what he did, coming back and then fighting his way to start in a match of this intensity is pretty wild. But I was surprised too. I thought he was going to maybe come on in the 60th, 70th. Start with Lucas Hernandez as left back, have Sula, Upamecano as your two center backs, Pavard. And then, that gives you the more defensive side of the things. And then when the match plays on, introduce Alphonso Davies. But yeah, I mean, it's cool to see that he started. I'm hoping to see him get a little bit more involved, gets a few more touches. But let me know in the chat, guys. Just put yes or no. Do you think it was the right call for Bayern to start Davies after being out with the heart condition for 3 months? Or do you think you would have maybe wanted to ease him in? Because I think different managers, different players have different expectations. I always find when injuries happen at certain clubs, you'll see them get integrated very quickly. Or like at Dortmund's a good example, you'll see them take their sweet ass time to come in. Because that's just honestly is what they do. But a nice statistic on the stat right now is that the ball possession for this match is 56-44 for Bayern. Now, I don't know, man. Like I give Villarreal massive credit. It's difficult when you're playing Bayern to get that much of the ball. And this look like a proper back and forth type match right here. I'm curious to see if Nagelsmann's gonna make any adjustments. That's a decent little ball, but no one really on it. Sula is actually Bayern's best defender. Wow. Yeah. I would have started Sula over. Like if I had to put Lucas Hernandez in the middle, like I think you keep him and then probably Sula. Upamecano for me is just too hit or miss. Angie says that she thinks that Sula will come in eventually. We'll take a look at halftime. Take a look at the bench to see where the damage could be. I mean, Sane is just one that obviously comes to mind. Goretzka as well. But yeah, I mean, if Sula comes on because Davies can only go a certain amount of minutes, then I'd expect Lucas Hernandez to probably come on to nice ball. Probably Hernandez go out to left back, and then I haven't looked at Bayern's bench yet. So Richards could come on at left back. You have Nicolas Sula in there as well. Those are those are probably the only real options. I doubt Richards is going to go in though in this type of match. I really don't. Angie says Sula was injured. Yeah, no, I was more talking just in general. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Upamecano. I think he's got a lot of growing still to do. I've seen him at Leipzig, and I had a lot of question marks around him. And Bayern haven't really answered much of those questions. I still think he's a talented young center back, and he'll find his way. I just think he needs a little bit more time. Josh, have you heard about the UEFA Super Cup? What about it, my man? Nagelsmann says that Davies trained very well. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that Davies is well. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. It surprised me a little bit. I thought more than anything they were gonna ease him in and give him a couple substitution appearances. But I mean, I don't know the mentality of Davies. He wants to play. He clearly is doing it in training. Did enough to convince Nagelsmann to start him. So that's, I don't know, kind of what you want to see. And I'm just curious to see how long he's going to last in today's matchup. Karim Benzema is the first French player in history to score 10 goals in the Champions League in one campaign. Thanks for the stats, my man. I did not know that. You'd imagine that there would be a French player out there that has put up those kind of numbers? No? That's wild. Here comes Davies. He did kind of well there. He's struggling down that left-hand side a little bit. But again, that's part of the reason when you come back from a long-term injury for me. I think that is just simply finding the rhythm. Because you kind of second guess yourself when you're just coming back in. And so far, I mean, Davies has been active down the left-hand side, but when he's gotten the ball and he's had a decision to make, he struggled a little bit with it. But there's another goal right now, and it looks like Chelsea might have got it. I just flipped over quickly. Reece James. Jorginho. Oh, it's Kai Havertz. All right, beats Thibaut Courtois. So there you go. Madrid and Chelsea's 2-1. No away goals. Otherwise, those 2 away goals for Madrid would have been massive. But there's no more away goals anymore. So over in the other game, they're giving us they're outdoing us in terms of goals. 3-1. And Villarreal with a good little opportunity. Oh, they scored. Oh, no. What happened there? I literally just switched back. 2-0 Villarreal. Damn. Let's take a look at this one. I literally just flipped back after taking a look at Havertz's goal to make it 2-1. And now it's 2-0 for Villarreal. 40 minutes in before halftime. I couldn't really tell what happened there. Was that Davies or was that... It looked like the camera's showing Neuer. Coquelin is the one who I believe crossed it. Might be offside. But that's a good little ball, Coquelin. And yeah, he just puts that straight in. Definitely meant to be a cross. But I mean, the player will never say that. The player's going to say that was a goal every single time. But almost a mishit cross from Coquelin that just fooled everyone. And now it's 2-0. No offside. Villarreal surprising the world today. As we got someone in the chat saying Paco giving Villarreal a little love. Yeah, this has not been Bayern's match. I haven't noticed Lewandowski, which, I mean, when you say that, you almost wake him up. But that's a very interesting scoreline for Villarreal. And we were talking about them earlier, how difficult this team can be to play in European competitions, and it's exactly performances like this. They came into this match wanting to go toe-to-toe with Bayern, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Possession shows it, chances show it, a little bit of luck falling to Villarreal with that Coquelin cross, but all of a sudden, man, it's 2-0. And there is a ton... Oh, it was disallowed. Never mind. It was offside. I was looking. The score on where I was watching was 2-0. I'm not listening to audio, so there you go. It's still only 1-0. Goal was disallowed. Yeah, it looked at first glance like it was offside, but I'm for YouTube copyright issues, I'm not listening to it, so it took me about 2 minutes to figure out, let you guys know that it was offside. But then they just changed the score. Okay, that was a big scare for Bayern, man. Let's see how they're going to react now. Because if that would have went in and that would have made it 2-0 for Villarreal, I think they would have been sitting in a very comfortable position because they've been the better team this second half. Foyth runs out there. But yeah, he was just offside. But there's Bayern's lifeline, man. That's what they needed to try to wake up here. But we're almost approaching halftime. We asked you guys to set a goal for 50 likes. So let's see if we can get. We're at 42. You guys did quite well. You bumped that up. Let's see if we get to 50 likes before halftime. And we'll go and take a look more at the chat coming here. But yeah, big scare for Bayern. Could have been 2-0. And at that point in this match, man, here comes Davies. Nice chest down, finds Kimmich. And there's just too many yellow bodies in there for Bayern. This might wake Bayern up, hopefully. You would think so. I really think they went down 2-0 there. This could have been a very different game. Because I just don't think Bayern have been playing well enough so far. They're finding, I think, and getting a little bit frustrated in terms of Villarreal playing so compact. Look at those. Look at the 2 rows of 4. Almost gives you that Atletico Madrid type feel, but just with, in my opinion, prettier football. And a very quick counter as well. Angie says, I think Bayern... I keep thinking Bayern is playing Dortmund. The yellow's throwing you off. Well, I mean, it's a little weird, though, because Bayern usually do pretty well against Dortmund in the yellow colors. So, I don't know. Villarreal is changing the narrative there. But Catalina has joined us and says, let's hope that Liverpool find out who will face them in the semifinals. Catalina very confident in her Liverpool. Which, I mean, to be fair, they convincing winners. Away from home against Benfica. Odds are that they're going to progress. That's a good little turn from Jamal Musiala, but it's taken down. There's 2 additional minutes here. And once again, Lucas Hernandez's pace coming in handy, but Danjuma has it. Stay yellow, my fellows. And a good little hit there from Capu, but not good enough. My money is on Villarreal. Will we be looking to make some good money, my man? Let me know, anyone in the chat, if you guys have put any bets down here. If anyone put some money on Villarreal, because you may be in for a nice little payday. But yeah, it's showing the replay again, and he was a hair offside and then put in a complete fluky wonder goal. That Neuer looked like he was going to be very upset about. But that's a nice head-on flick there, but it's fouled on Thomas Muller. It's not been a little bad half of football here. I mean, the other games got a lot more goals. Well, 2 more goals. But this has been a decent performance from Villarreal. There's been chances, but I just haven't seen enough from Bayern today. I really haven't. They don't have a ton of answers right now. I think going back and taking a look at the team at halftime might be a good idea as they go for a long ball there, but it's just out of Davies' reach. Chad has joined us, says, how has Davies looked? In all honesty, I think Davies has looked a little, I don't know. I think his running, his fitness looks pretty good. I think he's been getting involved on the left-hand side. They constantly look for him. It's something that Bayern's been missing for so long. Without Davies there, you see Lucas Hernandez playing down the left-hand side, which simply just is not the position for him. You're not going to get the same output from Lucas Hernandez as you're going to get from Alphonso Davies. But saying that, I think the decision making is a little behind. But halftime is here, ladies and gentlemen. Did we hit our 50 likes? We're at 46 likes. We were close to 50. But we're at halftime here, guys. So we'll go into the chat. As Chad was asking how Alphonso Davies looked. And let me know in the chat, guys. Let's get some ratings for you guys. Put it from 1 to 10. How do you guys think Alphonso Davies looked? Because for me, I'd probably put like a 5 to 6. He looked lively in terms of getting up and down that left-hand side, trying to get involved as much as he can. But his decision-making was just a little off, which is something you expect for being out for so long and then getting plucked into a Champions League quarterfinal. He wants to take that last man on. He wants to go on those 1v1s, but hasn't really had the luck with it and has been stripped of the ball quite a few times. So I think the more he plays, the more he settles in, will definitely help him out a little bit. But unfortunately for them right now, and Davies, it's been one of those frustrating matches as we go into halftime here. If Villarreal crushed Juventus, they can Bayern. I don't know about that. Juve, to their credit, has really turned around their season. They've looked way, way better than they did at the start of the season and fought their way back into a top 4 race. However, there's still, I don't know what it is. There's still something about Juve that to me screams vulnerability. And Villarreal handled that. They thought that the result that they got was good enough to go back home, and it wasn't, and Villarreal absolutely punished them. I think Bayern's got a more ruthless streak, and I think that's what the difference is if Villarreal pick up a 1-0 win tonight, I think it's a lot different than going back to Juve it was than to going back to Bayern. I think that's a different animal, and I mean, if you took a look at the Salzburg match, it shows, but Villarreal, to that point, are absolutely a team that can come up with a fairy tale run. Almost reminds you of Dortmund back in 2013, reminds you a little bit of Chelsea in 2012, maybe Atletico's one of their runs, a team that are kind of flirting with it, but you weren't really expecting to go on this type of run. The 1-1 is every Bayern first leg. Unless Lewandowski works. Yeah, I mean, Lewandowski has been very quiet, man. Very quiet in this match. Can't trust Bayern, bro. They slapped Leipzig 7 at home. How is Bayern losing this? Honestly, it's been a really good game plan from Villarreal. They came in here, they soaked up pressure really, really well. They hit on the counter when they thought that they needed to. The possession stats, the opportunities, this has been a very close game. And I think that they deserve a lot of credit for that. This is a team that can do some damage in the Champions League this season. They 100% can. And they made a real statement with that Juve win, and now, I mean, they could have been up by 2. It was a half a foot, maybe put them offside. But Davies needs to get his rhythm. Yeah, that's kind of what I was kind of trying to point at. I think, given his pace and given how much he wants to get on the ball, that's always going to be a strong part of his game. But it's just a decision making, trying to figure out where his teammates are, what's the right time to pass it, right time to go 1v1, cross. It's slowly going to have to come up with a little bit more game time. That's why everyone always debates, well, do we work him in? Do we give him 30 minutes at the end, or do we just throw him in from the beginning? And I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer, but sometimes it'll look a little bit like this, and it's been a bit of a frustrating half for Davies, but there's been some good things in there. We got a Salzburg got a rating of 6 out of 10 for Alphonso Davies. If the attack works in the second half, Bayern will win unless Villarreal goalkeeper works. Well, I mean, again, I can see this one kind of playing out a little bit similar to Salzburg. I think the way that this match is going right now, it'll be a 1-0 win for Villarreal or a 1-1. I think that the fact that other goal got ruled out kind of probably hurt Villarreal a little bit. Like, we could have been up by 2 right now. But I'm expecting a bit of a performance from Bayern in the second half. If you look at their bench, you see Sané on it, Goretzka, Sabitzer, Sula, Richards. I'm not sure exactly who would maybe come on. I'd maybe look to bring on Goretzka for like Jamal Musiala, kind of fix that up a little bit. Maybe Sané for Gnabry. Those are the 2 main ones. Then obviously if Davies can only go a certain number of minutes today, you bring on maybe Sula or Richards, but I'm not really sure what they're going to do. I think a change is a little bit needed for Bayern today. Bayern is a very good team, but Villarreal can smash something. They can, man. Villarreal, again, they've really impressed me today. Caveman says 5, but 7 out of 8 in the context of the first game back after a 3 months layoff. Yeah, you can only expect so much. But the fact that he's playing, he's looking like he can be lively. It's just getting that mental sharpness back, which is something that only comes with playing more games. Catalina says, I am strongly predicting that Liverpool to knock out Bayern in the semifinals. I would love to see Reds and Nagelsmann era for Dortmund. One time Villarreal scored 4 goals against Barcelona. Yeah, Villarreal's they're a little hit and miss in the season in terms of La Liga. I mean, you kind of expect this team to be going for a Champions League spot as opposed to fighting for just a tail end of the Europa League or Conference League. But this is a team that can do damage in Europe, and they showed it last year, and they're showing it again this year. It's been a really good campaign for them. It's just finding that little bit of consistency in over the entirety of a season. I think that they're struggling with it, but that's probably given their squad. Liverpool should offload Minamino to Dortmund. One time Villarreal didn't have Paco Alcácer, but now that they do. Villarreal won the Europa League. May they win the Champions League. I think there's only been one, and I don't know if anyone knows this, let me know. I think there's only been one team that's won the Europa League and then won the Champions League. For some reason, I thought it was Porto, but I could be wrong. If anyone knows that, that's a fun fact for the day. Villarreal all the way. Angie says 1-1 was my prediction and a win in the second game. Alcácer was a monster at Dortmund. He was. I saw him score live, and he scored a banger as well. Villarreal 4-0. I'm going to take a look at Villarreal's bench as well. Let's take a look who they got on there. They do have Paco Alcácer, for anyone wondering. He is on the bench. Mino's on there as well. Moy Gomez. Mario Gaspar's on there. Serge Aurier is on there. So they got some decent players on the bench for Villarreal as well. Lining up in that 4-4-2 system. I'm not really sure what type of changes I would do. I think Moreno and Danjuma are doing a really good job up front. And then you see those 2 brick walls, those two sets of 4. If I'm Villarreal, I probably wouldn't touch too much. Angie's saying Sevilla. Did Sevilla win the Champions League? I don't think so. It was a team, I thought only one team won the Europa League, and then the next season won the Champions League. And I thought it was Porto. I don't know if it was anyone or if I'm just being crazy, but I mean, if Villarreal win the Champions League, they would have won Europa League then Champions League. And I thought it was Porto who did it, but I don't think that Sevilla won a Champions League. The reverse of that is that Chelsea won the Champions League and then the next season won the Europa League. They're definitely the only club to ever do that because they finished 3rd in the group, went down to the Europa League, and then they went on to win that. So that was interesting. But yeah, I'm curious to see if Davies is going to start in the second half, or he's going to get pulled off. Imagine if it's just a 1-1 first leg, then 7-1 in the second leg to make Bayern go to the semis on the aggregate of 8-2. I mean, the second leg is what would scare Villarreal. I think they're doing all things right, and similar of what honestly, it's a little similar to what Salzburg were trying to do, was get that 1-0, just nip that victory, which they didn't end up doing. It was 1-1, and then it was just destruction back in Bayern. I don't think that they're going to get manhandled quite as easily as Salzburg did. I think that Villarreal just are a better team, a more structured team. They have that defensive side of their game. But I think getting a result here, specifically a win, for the mindset of this team could be pretty big. Who do you think is better, Atletico or Villarreal? I think Atletico is a better team. I think they got better players. I think they can do it again over the consistency of a season. And that's kind of what you see from Villarreal. They have their moments. Last year, their moments went in the Europa League. This year, their moments are more so going in the Champions League. And other than that, they're a 5th to 8th place La Liga side, where Atletico, in my opinion, is a top 3. And they had a rough start to the season, but they're definitely picking it up. Villarreal whole time need to defend like City versus Atletico. But if you guys are just joining us today, guys, be sure to drop a like. Did we hit 50? We already hit 50. You guys crushed it. Drop a like, drop a sub if you guys are new to the channel, and let me know what your prediction is for the second half. Can Bayern turn this thing around, or will Villarreal see it out? Will Bayern win today? I put a bet on Bayern, 2K. You put a 2K bet on Bayern today? Are you serious? That's a big boy. Some big boy money there. I don't know if Bayern will win. I don't. I think right now, more than likely, it's going to be a win for Villarreal or a draw. But we'll have to see. Giovanni Soto has joined us and says, come on, Bayern. In the words of Mick Jagger, you can't always get what you want. There you are. You heard it here first. I really expect Bayern to pull this game off. You'd think. I mean, they got an entire second half to do so. Second half back underway? No. Are you proud of Villarreal? I'm impressed. I'm pretty impressed with Villarreal so far. I wasn't expecting this type of performance, to be honest. I forgot about the other games that were going on today. Let's take a look. Nottingham Forest. My boy Richie Larea on the bench over there. And they're winning 1-0. And then that Everton-Burnley game is pretty interesting. 2-0. Atletico is a champ at parking the bus. Yes, they are. Lewandowski will clutch. Did you stop supporting Dortmund? Of course not. Of course not. Dortmund are my favorite club, and they will always be my favorite club. I did get a new job, though, covering Canadian soccer, which is why, things have changed a little bit. But, oh no. I still love me some Dortmund, man. They've been disappointing this season throughout the entirety of it, but that's why the channel looks a little different. But got a job over at One Soccer, covering a lot of the Canadian men's national team and stuff like that. But pretty cool opportunity. And again, massive thanks goes to you guys for for helping me get to where I was. Angie's like, Angie, we'll come back for the Classicer. I promise you, okay? I promise you we will come back for the Classicer. I don't know how pretty that Classicer is going to be, man. I could see an ugly match there, but I think we'll do that watch along on the channel. But for most of that, it'll be covering Canadian soccer over on One Soccer. as well as doing what I can here on JJD TV to keep you guys entertained. And I had some time today, which is why we are in here doing the watch long. Oh, nice. Good luck and hope you the best. I appreciate it, my man. Hope you're keeping well. Off topic, but I'd like to see Canada give Theo Corbiano a look in June. I agree 100%. I think he needs to start playing a little bit more at MK Dons, though. He fought his way in, and now he's kind of slipping down the pecking order. He's not a starter anymore. Their front three are thriving, and he's just kind of coming in at the 60th, 70th minute. So I think that he'll be a bit of an outside shot right now, because I think more so there's other dual nationals that are a little bit more important. I mean, I'd like to take a look at Mitrovic a little bit before Theo now, but we'll have to wait and see. But I do like Corbiano. He needs to find a way to just break into that front three at MK Dons and keep pushing, because it looked right at the beginning it was going to be his, and then he just kind of lost it. Do you think Bayern coach will be no longer coach if they lose? No, I think Nagelsmann is a long-term project for Bayern. I don't think that if they get knocked out against Villarreal, he'll be sacked. Though it's a huge disappointment, and it will not go down well in German media if they get bounced out of the Champions League to Villarreal. So we'll have to wait and see there. But the boys are coming back out for the second half. Who do you think will win, Madrid or Chelsea? Let me know down in the chat, guys, who you guys think if you're just joining us. Just put down Madrid or Chelsea, and then put down Villarreal or Bayern. But my predictions to make it through was Bayern as well as Madrid were my two. But we are back underway, ladies and gentlemen. If you're with us, be sure to drop a like, say hello, all those fun stuff. And we are back underway. Oh, did Chelsea score again? Man, that's like seconds into the second half. Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, no, it was Mendy. Oh, it's 3-1. I saw someone put Captain America will be clutch for Chelsea, and I switched over under a minute in. A disastrous goal. A nice goal for Chelsea makes it 3-1 for Madrid. Yikes. I don't know if any of you guys are flipping back and forth. Chelsea looking very, very unlikely now to be able to make it through. Well, our game's a little closer, so there you go. But MTF, how you doing, my man? Welcome to the chat. I don't know if you're still here after popping that message in, and then it goes 3-1. But hopefully you're doing well. Got the second half here underway. Mike says Big Ben's. Jay's having a little laugh. Nightmare for Chelsea. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how hard it would be psychologically to have to deal with everything else that's not even on the football side for Chelsea. The uncertainty of what's going to happen with the club. I don't know. There's just, I don't know. You got to wonder what kind of effect it has. Because I don't think they're playing the best football this year. But here comes a good little run from Alphonso Davies. Oh, that's a little bit better from Davies. And he goes for a shot. Would have been nice, man. Would have been nice. That was a little bit better from Davies, but with his right, you're not going to ever expect him to really hit that. But so what he likes to do, he likes to 1v1. It was a nice little fake, but not the best finish. Catalina says more like Chelsea's not going anywhere because I know that London belongs to Liverpool. Catalina not impressed with Chelsea. Yeah, Liverpool's looking pretty good. I think they're right up there with the favorites in this competition. City got the job done as well, but I mean, only 1-0. Only 1-0. Are you a Liverpool fan? I am not a Liverpool fan. Let me know in the chat who your guys' favorite club team is. Mine is Dortmund. Which club Mendy should go to, do you think? Oh, that's a good little opportunity. Finds Davies. It's a nice little cut there. Gnabry. Oh, that's better from Bayern, man. It's better from Bayern. You haven't seen them really putting much of a threat in this match so far. But Gnabry had a nice little cut there, hits it. I don't think the keeper could see it whatsoever. It really was just kind of standing there. Oh, and Muller had an empty net. He could have made some contact. That was a good chance for Bayern. The best look that they've probably had throughout this match so far. Atletico Madrid's your favorite team? Nice. I do like me some Atletico. I'm obviously Liverpool. There you go. Liverpool is the Premier League team I enjoy watching the most, for sure. Klopp. I love Diego Simeone. Is my all-time favorite manager. I don't know. It's not because of the football he plays. I just love Cholo. But Klopp is my second from his time at Dortmund and then the incredible job he's done at Liverpool. But there's a free kick coming up for Bayern. Dangerous position. And it's Kimmich to take. Karius be like, oh, it's a dangerous header there. Angie says, I like Klopp. Let me know your guys' favorite manager down below. It could just because you like them or the style that they play. I love the way that Klopp's sides have always played over the years. However, I absolutely do not like the way that Simeone's teams play, but I just love Diego Simeone. There's just something about him, man. He takes a team that has no business being in a Champions League final or winning La Liga, and he just gets them all committed to playing this ugly style of football. And to me, it's just simply incredible. And it's hard to do. It's not easy to go into a game set like that and do it over a course of a season. Just got on, Josh. What's the update so far? 51 minutes in, 1-0 for Villarreal. Not an undeserved league. They had the right game plan. They've defended well. They've been very organized. They took their chance. And Bayern have just kind of been a little lackluster, lacking creativity. Almost let in a fluky goal that was ruled out because of an offside. Davies has looked pretty good. It's just, it's like getting up and down the pitch the way he has. He's getting involved a little bit more in the second half. But it's that final ball, that final product that's just not there. As Villarreal just hit one off the post. I think that was Danzuma again. I'm not really sure who that was. But yeah, a 1-0 lead is probably deserved. And as I was just explaining that, Villarreal go on and hit the post. And Giovanni Lo Celso has looked really good today too. But they are putting Bayern under a lot of pressure today. We haven't seen them stretch Villarreal the way that they wanted to, but now here's a good opportunity. Davies going forward. And as again, he picks out the wrong ball. It's the same, because it's Davies, man. He'll get up and down that pitch the way that you'd expect him to, and he's been doing that pretty much to perfection today, but that final decision, that final ball, it hasn't quite been there, and it just comes with being a little rusty. The mental sharpness will come. But it was Gerard Moreno who hit that one. That's another good ball, and Villarreal are still on the attack. But if you guys are just joining us in the chat, guys, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub if you're new to the channel, and get your questions in. We got a couple of them that just rolled in. Angie says that she likes Klopp's attitude, and I agree. It's a fun style. It's a fun approach to the game. Simeone doesn't take that route. Who do you think will win the Premier League? Probably City. I just think they have a better squad to do it. Liverpool did super well to deal with all those injuries and still be in the fight, but I just think they'll have a little bit too much on their plate. Do you think the PSD coach is trash? I'm assuming you meant PSG coach. Pochettino, I don't think he's trash. I just don't think he wanted to sign up for this egos filled PSG side. And you said that if I could pick the Premier League, I'd want Liverpool to win as well. I don't think that they will. But no, I think Pochettino's a good coach. But I've said this a bunch. If PSG want a proper manager to suit that team, I think Zidane is the pick. To see what he did with Madrid with all those stars, all those egos, to get the best out of that team, I think he could replicate that at PSG. Zidane just can make that team play in a very similar way, that 4-3-3 system. Utilize Messi, Neymar. I don't know if Mbappe will be there. It'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting. But I don't think Pochettino is the guy for the job. They just have been a disaster this season. But I don't think, like I said, I don't know if Zidane would want to go there, mainly because he's a Marseille guy. I just don't know if he'll do it. And I think he wants to manage the French national team. That's where his eye might be at. Too much attitude in that PSG side. I agree. That's why I think that Zidane's like one of the only guys who could actually get the best out of that team, because Pochettino, I just don't think knows how to. But Pavard's with the ball. Finds Kingsley Coman. Ooh, a foul on Davies. Trey says exactly. Rest in peace, Joe Rogan. If he comes to PSG, the team will be unstoppable. I think he would get the best out of them. I truly do. I just think he's that type of style that you really want with that team. Pet peeve: no player or coach at a top level is trash. Maybe they're not doing well in comparison, but yeah. No, yeah, I can say Pochettino is not trash. Here comes a good opportunity right there, and that's a big block from Upamecano. Villarreal, man, have been deadly on the counters, and they've had two really good opportunities in this second half to make this a 2-0 game. They had Moreno put one off the post, and a big block right there from Upamecano, man. And they had another interception. Bayern's just been sloppy today. That's a nice turn. Gonna get a ball into the box there. Rest in peace, Bayern. They've not been playing good today, man. I think Bayern, if they're lucky, they can even hold on to this 1-0 lead or somehow nip a goal here. But two big chances in the second half. I'm hoping they show a replay here. I think they were. I think it was Moreno on both. He hit the post. And then right here, a decent little ball. And Moreno, yeah, that would have been in the back of the net. That was Davies, actually. That was Alfonso. That was an incredible defensive block there. So that was the highlight of Davies' match so far. Because that would have been 2-0. Coughlin's coming out. Mike says nice block. That was a really nice block, man. The speed of Davies catching back up the way that he did there. Damn. That's the Davies that we're kind of expecting, but Bayern on the front foot once again. It's Kingsley Coman. Oh, big opportunity. Big opportunity. Zidane is waiting for the national team job, says Angie, and I absolutely agree with that. Bayern will score every way. I don't know, man. One more opportunity there. Chances, this game is opening up. There is chances coming at both ends. Another good little chance there for Villarreal. What's up with Sane? He's on the bench. He's on the bench. I'd expect him to come in. You could maybe expect Bayern to switch up the shape a little bit. Maybe if they go to the 3-4-2-1. I really like when Sane plays in the attacking aspect like that. You could have Lewandowski up front, then you could have Sane and Muller in behind. And here he is. He's getting ready now. So I'm curious to see who's going to come off. Because, if they want to go all-out attack, they could switch to that back three. So it would be Pavard, Upamecano, and Hernandez. Then Musala and Kimmich in the two midfield. Coleman would be right wing back. Davies left wing back. And then Muller and Sane as the two cams with Lewandowski up front. But maybe it'll take Davies off. And a good little block there. Making things very, very interesting. But Sane is getting ready, so he will be coming on. Please get the numbers right on the board. Yeah, a little controversy last time out with number 29 / number 11 Kingsley Coman almost getting Bayern a defeat, but it is Thomas Müller coming out. So curious to see what they're going to do. Maybe and Goretzka. So it might be a double substitution. Goretzka's coming on for Thomas Müller. So you're assuming Jamal Musiala would come up. So it'll be the same system. Still 4-2-3-1 with Gnabry coming off. So it will be Goretzka and Kimmich as the two CDMs. Musiala as the cam. Sane on the right. Coleman on the left. And then up front will be Lewandowski. Double substitution there for Bayern. 30 minutes to go. And Villarreal cleaning up once again at the back. I get Muller in FIFA. Oh my gosh. Oh, Muller finds himself in absolute no man's land. Manuel Neuer. What happened here? Brutal ball from Manuel Neuer. And Moreno. Oh, look at the curve on that too. Oh man. That would have been a wonder goal. Thomas Müller does not look happy. No, man. He looked livid coming off. This is such a frustrating match for Bayern. And yeah, the latest comment. This is frustrating. Bayern should be dominating this team. I mean, for example, the way that Bayern plays can be very difficult to play against. But if we've seen a few seasons ago, and I know they're not the same teams, and it's not the same Bayern team either, but you saw Atletico be able to put up a similar type of performance against Bayern. It's just defensive. It's frustrating. They're playing the same system, this 4-4-2. I think Villarreal's been a lot more lively and a lot more willing with the ball. I mean, they've had 41% of it, as opposed to Atletico, who'd probably be in the 30s. But, that's a good ball. And here's a good opportunity, and what a block from Torres once again. And Davies coming in with the little chip. But that's just it's a game plan. I mean, we've seen Bayern get defeated like this before by Atletico, and we're seeing it technically right now. And they just had a really frustrating performance, but things are looking a little bit better there as Coleman just drags a shot wide. What was Neuer doing there? I don't know. But what a goal that would have been. It was a terrible, terrible pass from Neuer, intercepted from Moreno, and he just went for it. I missed work for this game. I'm so infuriated. Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know. Like again, I've watched a lot of Atletico games over the years. This to me looks like prime Atletico. This 4-4-2 system, very organized, very defensive, but has the ability around them to go forward. And that's kind of what you're seeing. This because this is it's not like they parked the bus for 90 minutes. I think Villarreal has had more chances and better chances. And that's a really good run from Jamal Musiala. But Torres does very well there. Got a little lucky. That was a good run from Musiala. Neuer's worst game I've ever seen. I don't know about worst game, but that is a really key aspect to Manuel Neuer. Is the simple of him playing up from the back, getting teams involved. But Neuer, I mean, there's nothing he could really do about the first goal. Second goal that didn't count was kind of a fluke. He hasn't been the best playing up from the back. I do agree, but I think Bayern's just not looking up to it today. Do you think Gigi Buffon could become a manager? I think he'd be a decent manager. He's got to retire first. Angie says the game's not that bad. No, I don't think so. Got a corner kick coming up. 65 minutes. Still a very good result for Ooh. Oh, and a nice save there from Rulli. Alphonso Davies getting a little bit more involved. Villarreal are playing with 12 men, it seems. It's a good little hit there from Davies. They got 2 cracks at it. But Rulli did really well there. And just yellow bodies everywhere, making it very difficult to get a shot off. But that's a little bit better. Here comes Lo Celso. Finds Danjuma. Oh, and he fluffs it. Oh, what a counter. This match is really, really opening up. That was another massive opportunity, man. Villarreal could have scored like 3 or 4 goals today. Lo Celso once again. Damn, man. I think Villarreal is going to regret missing some of these chances. At least Chelsea is losing. Do I play horror games? I do not. I only really play FIFA. It's like the only video game I play. It's a good ball. They should bring on, yeah, Christian Eriksen should run over from Brentford to get over here. Here comes Leroy Sané. Oh, that's a really good ball. Oh, that was better. Good opportunity there from Kingsley Coman. Eriksen should go to Villarreal and play in the Champions League like the old days. I think he'll get looked at, but I doubt he'll leave the Premier League. But a really good hit from oh no, that was a save. That was a good hit from Coleman. It's out for a corner. Villa parked the bus. I wouldn't say Villarreal are parking the bus. I think the opportunities are coming from both ends. I think they're just playing. They're just having fun. Villarreal came up for it today. They're looking really good, defending well, hitting on the counters. If we're looking at point blank opportunities, I'd say Villarreal has probably had at least 3 or 4 more than Bayern this game. They hit the post. Moreno had a really good chance. Davies had an excellent block, and they just recently had Danjuma. He just mishit it, and they have another opportunity right now, but This has been a really good performance from Villarreal, and they deserve to be leading, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys are just joining us, be sure to drop a like on the stream, drop a sub, and let me know if you think Villarreal are deserving of this 1-0 lead so far. As I see a couple of you guys already saying yes, they are. Hello, Germany space. Hello. How are you doing today, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Hey, young Josh, says Dan. How you doing, Dan? Josh, I'm hearing Ten Hag will be at Manchester United for next season. That would be a very, very good move in my eyes from United. I think that's a really positive move if they're able to pull that one off. I don't know how. I've been following the story. I just read it this morning. I don't know how close it is, but evening from Seville, Spanish Magic in the UEFA Champions League tonight, doing the country proud. Yeah, I mean, again, this is not a result. I was saying in the chat a few times that this type of performance reminds me of old school Atletico, like prime Atletico. You got that 4-4-2. You're going into against a team that you're supposed to be the heavy underdogs, and yet you just put up this incredible fight, incredible organization, low scoring affair. And surprisingly, Villarreal has been the better team with better chances. It's really surprising. Bayern just have not been up to it tonight. Benzema hat trick. Is it still 3-1 in the other one? Got a substitution. Nicolas Sula coming in for Benjamin Pavard. Interesting. Not really the attacking substitution I was kind of looking for, and means Alphonso Davies is probably gonna continue playing like this. Making things interesting. $20 to go. Sula comes on for Pavard, and Sula's playing at right back. I did not notice Benjamin Pavard whatsoever today. he was very quiet. Very, very quiet. And Leroy Sané does well there. Little change of pace. Defended really well, though. But he gives it away just as quickly as he got it. Angie says, I am not supporting Villarreal. But they have another good opportunity here. Lo Celso has been dangerous all match. They got a 3v2. I was expecting him to hit it. That was poor. Yeah, Lewandowski's been very quiet today. Not been one of his performances. But that was another good opportunity, but Lo Celso just couldn't release the ball quick enough. That's a good ball. Danny Parejo. Villarreal looking for another good chance. Oh. Davies with an awkward clearance. Gets it out for a corner. Davies hit it off his back there. Wasn't the most clean clearance you'd ever want to see. Surprised Villarreal would just whip that one in. So well worked, Danzuma. Taking care of business. Oh, and Burnley beat Everton. Not to get completely sidetracked, but wow. Frank Lampard is going to get sacked. Burnley only 1 point now behind Everton. Oh, man. Nottingham refusing to put on Richie Larea. That's fine. We're not mad. Bayern just not creating enough chances. No, they're not. But this has been another tactical masterclass from Unai Emery. If you make FIFA, what overall would you give Ronaldo? If I made FIFA, I don't know, probably like a 91. Something like that. With Pau Torres, you need to cross from corners. Pau Torres has had a really good game today. Yeah, I think Everton's getting relegated as well. That is ridiculous. That was a huge game today, and they just lost 3-2 against Burnley. Even a draw would have been pretty ideal. A win would have been glorious. A loss is catastrophic. Frankie Lampard, my man, I'm sorry. But you're not the manager that we thought you were. But here comes Kingsley Coman. It's a better ball, but once again, Albiol with a nice clearance. Slowly running out of time. As Rulli grabs that one. Calm and cool. Still 1-0 Villarreal. Making things very, very interesting. Decent little ball. Oh, not a foul? Lucas Hernandez. I'd be surprised. Joao Moreno went pretty hard there. That's a tough fall there for Joao Moreno. Falling right back on his head. Retire of Lampard coming. We'll see. Last few minutes will be the hardest for Villarreal. Yeah, I mean, Salzburg weren't able to hold on. And I really think that had a real... I don't know how to describe it. I feel like if they would have won 1-0, I think it would have done better. In their minds going into that second leg, knowing they had the lead. That's a good ball. I'm not saying it would have made a difference because Bayern absolutely ran them over in the second leg, but I feel like in the mental part of the game, if they would have found a way to win that first leg, it would have kind of teed things up a little bit differently. But for this one right here, Villarreal being a better team, and if they can figure out a way to beat Bayern 1-0, I think that's going to be, I don't know, I think that's just going to give them that added motivation that they can maybe pull something off. But it's still a different animal having to go to Germany. Allianz Arena is a very difficult place to go. So we're going to have to see. It's 77 minutes in, guys. If you guys are just joining us, drop a like. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from today. I'm watching from good old Canada. Excited watching Alphonso Davies get back in action. Thought it looked all right. Not his best performance, but not his worst. Had a really good defensive block. Salzburg be like, come on, Villarreal. It is, man. This is a statement performance. The win against Juve was impressive. I think this would almost top that, though the job is not even close to being done. But Musiala finds Lewandowski. He's tackled down. He's been super quiet today. Very uncharacteristic-like of Robert Lewandowski. Bayern doesn't lose twice. This scoreline isn't enough, in my opinion. Hey, that's a fair statement, man. And that's if they can hold on to it. It's going to be very difficult. But again, like similar to Atletico, but I mean, they don't have, I think Atletico made it through on away goals, for example, but they're going to make it challenging. Because I think Villarreal could have grabbed at least and walked away from this with a 2-0 win. I think they're very unfortunate with the chances that they've had and that they've missed. And now they're just kind of holding on because I think they're like, all right, well, I'll take 1-0 at this point. And Coleman finds Kimmich. Back to Kingsley Coleman. Good work. But it's defended once again from Villarreal. It's the quietest I think I've ever seen Robert Lewandowski play a match. I'm not going to lie. I haven't noticed him whatsoever. I've noticed Gerard Moreno and Danjuma quite a bit for Villarreal leading the line that way. They've been highly, highly involved in the match. Going back, showing Goretzka going down. Don't think that they would look at that as a penalty. It would be very frustrating loss, but Bayern will come back with a vengeance next week. That's the make or break. I still think it's a statement, though. I still think it's a statement if Villarreal can pick up something. They're going for a double substitution now. Danjuma's coming off. Serge Aurier, I see coming on there, which will be interesting as well. I think if the scoreline stays the same, Bayern will win at home. It's probably fair. I'd lean with you as well, but I don't think it's going to be a crazy victory. I think if Bayern are going to get through, it'd be like a 2-0, maybe 3-1 type performance. I know what Josh is getting prepped for is the 2022-2023 CONCACAF Nations League. Yeah, you think Canada and Mexico going to go to the final, Catalina? I'm backing the Canadians. If Villarreal wins, damn, I get 100 euros for 30-cent input. That's a W. Anyone else? Anyone else in the chat put a cheeky little bet on Villarreal taking this? Because, I mean, damn, 100 euros for 30 cents. Not bad. It's a negotiation tactic by Lewandowski. Oh, yeah. I won't score this one, but I'll score 3 the next. Lewy's got a bunch of guys on him. I don't know what it is. The service hasn't really been there, but it's not something you're used to seeing. Lewandowski has just been very, very quiet throughout this match. Coleman's looked a little bit more lively right now down the right-hand side. Finds a nice ball, still finds Kimmich. Finds Leroy Sané. He's going to pump one in, but it's just not a good enough hit. Right into the belly of Rulli. Villarreal come to the quarterfinals and United didn't. No, Atletico took them down. I'd like to see Atletico find a way through City, but I feel like that's a bit of a stretch. But we're into the final 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And this is where I'm expecting to see a little bit more defending from Villarreal, because I've talked about giving a lot of credit to Villarreal today for their approach. Not only going up early, but not giving up and just sitting back. In my opinion, they could have scored another 1 or even 2 goals. They were very unlucky not to. But now it's the final 10. So I think this is where you're going to see them be like, okay, we need to hang on to what we have. Which will then just allow Bayern to have the ball a little bit and see if they can create something. And that's a good little ball. Defended well from Villarreal. And Capoue gets it out. See a bit of magic can come in here. I really need a draw in this match. Angie wants to see a draw too. I don't know. I kind of want to see my man pick up 100 euros there on a 30-cent bet. I think that's big brain. Anyone done the Pavard SBC? Desperate for an equalizer. Yes. I like the FIFA input as well. It's a nice little ball. United lost to Atletico 1-0. Villarreal beat Juventus 3-0. Yeah, that was a statement. That was a statement. And they're about to make another statement one, man. If they can figure out a way to do it. My eyes, they have definitely a better opportunity to try to get to the semifinals. But I couldn't imagine Villarreal going on a semifinal Champions League run. speaking like they're going to do it. Again, that second leg is the make or break for Bayern. That's where you're going to see them at their best. But I don't know. There's a lot of questions Nagelsmann's got to ask himself because this just performance wasn't there today. And I think Bayern, honestly, would be lucky to get out of it with only down 1-0. Because I don't think that would phase them too much going back home only down by 1. Because this could have been worse. Angie, let's keep our fingers crossed for the equalizer. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Describe Dortmund's season in 3 words. Mediocre, ugly, and confusing. It's a good ball from Lo Celso, who's looked really good today. Angie with the thumbs up. Final 5 minutes of the 90. And Bayern still don't look any more likely to finding an equalizer here. Angie's defending them though, so Bayern's had their chances. I don't know. I think back to the match, and I mean, there's no, for me, unless Angie like point out if I'm missing something, but I didn't see any real point blank opportunity. Somewhere where you're like, that should be in the back of the net. Villarreal hit a post, had an incredible block from Alphonso Davies that if he wasn't there would have been in the back of the net. And a little bit misfortune for Danjuma, who was wide open. He just fluffed his opportunity. They also scored a goal that was offside, rightly so, but it was, it was lucky, but it could have been. I just feel like Villarreal were deserving of a win today. But I mean, again, I don't remember that point blank opportunity. Like, wow, Bayern should have scored there. There's been a couple of chances, a couple of easy saves, but I think the better chance of it fallen to Villarreal. It's just been a good game plan. You got to respect that. But the challenge will get 10 times more difficult at the Allianz Arena. 2 goals in 2 minutes for Bayern. I think if any of it's going to happen, it's going to come through Leroy Sané. And he just got stripped of the ball. As I say that, because of it leads a big counter, and it's Giovanni Lo Celso with a nice cut on Upamecano, leaving him for dead. Oh, and it's a brutal. Again, that's another point-blank opportunity. Sort of point-blank, but that's a terrible finish. Lo Celso does so well. He's been so dangerous this game. Just taking it to Upamecano, but that was a bad finish, man. That was a bad finish. And it leaves the tie open for Bayern. All right, guys, yes or no in the chat. Just put yes or no. Will Bayern score? Let me know what you guys think. I'm curious. I bet you there's probably about 3 or 4 minutes of added time. That's going to be tricky. I don't think they're going to do it. That's my prediction. I think Villarreal are going to see this thing out. And Lo Celso with the ball once again. Does well. Does really well. We got a yes and a no coming in the chat. Split on whether Bayern can pull off something here. Davies. Oh, that's a good ball from Alphonso. But not a good enough touch. I hope not. I want to get my money. Oh, finds Jamal Musiala. That's a better opportunity here, but really good defensive work once again. Probably should have hit that. Bayern will be lucky to only lose by 1. I agree. I agree with you 100%. Danjuma is the best Dutch rising star. Proud to be a Dutchie. There you go. Yeah, he looked so good last season with Bournemouth, and then making the move to Villarreal look even better. And there's a little bit of dancing from Alphonso Davies. Kind of ran out of room. Oh, it's out for a corner. Davies looks like he's going to play the entire match, man. That's wild. Got some love coming in saying, come on, Villa. Do you think Villarreal will be the Champions League underdog of this season? It's looking like it. I'm saying this Villarreal side reminds me of Atletico. When you've seen Atletico go on their 2 final runs, they're built similar. That 4-4-2 defensive work has their opportunities. Looks like there's a penalty coming up for either Chelsea or Madrid. Let me know, guys, in the chat. I'm not going to switch over because the game's almost over, but it says that there's a penalty. But that's very good once again from Davies. He's definitely worked his way back into this match a little bit. Davies, he started off a little shaky, and as I say that, he gives the ball away. he's a little shaky, but he's definitely worked his way back into this match a little bit. Because that was a decent little touch there from Gerard Moreno. But Davies did so well. Villarreal will score a second goal. Villarreal, great build-up last season, winner of the Europa League, and now are in the Champions League run. I mean, if they get by Bayern, those are the type of wins, and we've seen Atletico do it in the past. Getting through your Barcelonas, getting through your Bayern Munichs. That's what it's kind of, and they're just, I don't know. Let me know if you agree, but it's a lot of similarities I'm seeing from Villarreal this run towards their Atletico, because they had 2 runs where they made it to the finals. Specifically with Griezmann, when I think they beat out Bayern 3-2 on aggregate. This is what this Villarreal team reminds me of. But there's 4 additional minutes, and Lucas Hernandez going in on a deep run, back door, and it was a nice little back post run from Kingsley Coman, but he put it right at Rulli, who goes down and collects. There's 4 minutes of added time, and they've played 1 minute of it. So not many more opportunities will be coming up now for Bayern. As Coman screams into the air. Absolutely not impressed. Lewandowski's washed. I don't know about that. This has been one of the most interesting Lewandowski performances I've seen him do in a while. Just nothing today. Not touching the ball, not having opportunities fall his way. It's been the most quiet I've ever seen him. Especially given the form of this season. But it just takes one opportunity for Lewandowski to get involved. And he goes up there screaming at his head. No, it's Goretzka. It wasn't Lewandowski. Looks like he's fine, though. Probably hoping for that penalty. Oh, no. He's bleeding. Damn. Oh, wow. Okay. You hear slack of players faking it. But no. There you go. There's proof. Goretzka was not going down because he was looking for a penalty. He went down because he got punched in the face. The Villarreal supporters look like they're absolutely loving life right now. But it looks like there's also going to be a little drop ball here. Angie saying, what the heck? Give him the ball to Bayern. Goretzka off the pitch because of his bloody face. 3 minutes and 30 seconds played out of the 4. Oh, Lucas Hernandez gets very lucky. Mateo says, please blow the whistle. There's been a substitution. Gretzka comes off. Mark Roca comes on. The 4 minutes of injury time have been played, but you assume because of the injury, a couple more will be added on. Got a viewer with $100 on a 30-cent bet on the line here. Villarreal can win. Gretzka looks livid. Saying, come on, ref, blow it. Well, they're definitely over the 4 minutes. It'll be curious to see if they do. And there it is. Full time is done. Villarreal will pick up an impressive 1-0 win. Wow. That's a statement, man. That is an absolute statement. Second leg will be very different. I think we can all acknowledge that, but I mean, Madrid's up 3-1, and that game just ended as well. Hat-trick for Benzema. Absolutely incredible stuff. Well, guys, we hope you guys enjoyed this watch along. Appreciate you guys all tuning in with me. Be sure to drop a like and drop a sub on that channel if you guys did not do so already. And anyone cheering on Villarreal, congratulations. In my opinion, a very professional performance. And if you're cheering on Bayern, well, just know that the second leg back home will give you guys a good opportunity. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in with me. Hopefully, we'll see you guys next time. Take care, and yeah, cheers, friends.